It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams.
Set to kick off.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. First down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be... Third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
8-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
That's the reason we go for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. to the air. Allen. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24.
First of all, teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. This is Jones. He won't go down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Down at the 39.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Counter, here's Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A 53-yard attempt.
It's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33.
The ball carried by number 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen and a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll run it with Jones.
Aaron Jones.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They go ahead and snap it. Wow. That's to his running back, complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. That was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield, here's Allen. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. He's got it with the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Allen looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. And this is complete. It's Marshall. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Rams 17. Eagles nothing.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
He rifles one, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A final shot before break here. Goff going deep here for Watkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, 3rd down here.
incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
And so that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now a first down throw, gone. He's got the forward end. This is Jared Cook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Second and 9 at the Rams' 38-yard line.
38-yard line, second and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA. Henry Ruggs. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. The running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff. He's going to look deep for more. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking up. And they will finally stop him as he's down the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got his man into the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hands it off out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Johnson able to pick it. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
Well, so much for being backed up against a goal line to start the drive. He gave him some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Moore now. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
To Quez Watkins. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Goff now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there on 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page. quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing again is gone. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend. They'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So that one will be accepted. Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll go again to Jones. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, Jones. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final point.